Hi all, in this video I will cover some basics of Systemctl command, which is very important for those who are willing to write Kubernetes CKA exam. You will get 1 or 2 questions from this topic. To understand Systemctl, let's try to understand what is systemd first. Systemd, it is a system and service manager for Linux operating system. In simple words, it is the first daemon to start during booting and the last daemon to terminate during shutdown. Systemd units. A unit refers to any resource that the system knows how to operate on and manage. Or we can say a unit is any entity that managed by systemd. For example, to run an application, we write a program which contains some set of statements. In the same way, unit files are. The unit types are mentioned below. Example: service, device, mount point or auto mount point, swap files, partitions, socket, target, path, timer, snapshot. The unit files are stored in these locations. Each location has its own characteristics. To manage the systemd, we use the command systemctl. It means system control. Systemctl command has bunch of subcommands. For example, start, stop, status, enable or disable, restart, reload, list units files, daemon reload, etc. Now let's try and understand every command. To run systemctl command, you need to be the root user. Only root user can access this command. As I already mentioned, there are some subcommands. Let's start with status. To check the status of any command, any service, the command is systemctl status and service name. So the command goes like systemctl status service name. The output shows a minimal data of service. Here the name of the service, small description of the service, and the path of the service. Here this is disabled and preset is disabled. By default it is enabled. I disabled it, and the state is inactive and the documentation of the service, and these are the logs of the service. Now let's enable the service. The command is systemctl enable service name. Here what's happening is it creates a symlink. Symlink is a symbolic link that points to another file or folder on a computer. I will explain you in detail. Now let's check the status. So here you can see it is still inactive, but here it is enabled. By enabling or disabling any service, it will not start or stop the service. They only control what happens at boot. Enable means it will start while booting, and disable means it will not start. Only at boot time this enable or disable matters. The symlink, which means it will add this service to systemd so that it can auto start while booting. Now let's disable the service. To disable the service, the command is systemctl disable nginx service. So here it will delete the symlink. Yeah, it deletes the symlink. Now let me clear the screen. To start the service, the command is systemctl start service name. So let's check the status again. So here you can see it is active, and here you can see since when it is active, and the documentation as it is, the processes which are running, and the PID is nothing but process ID, which is auto generated by the system, and the number of tasks it has done, the memory it taken up, CPU, and C groups. Now let's understand what's inside the service unit file. The path of the service is over here. We just copy and paste it, and in this unit file here are some commands. This unit means I am defining a new systemd unit. Description about the service and documentation is optional. After means when the service is enabled and the bootloader will start the service after starting the network targets. Or it says that only after reaching the network target this unit should go up. In service it defines what type of service it is. In this case it is forking, and here it has the path to PID. By this you can execute the commands before the process start. It defines that the commands are argument to be executed to start the process. This will reload the service. This will stop the service. Here timeout, it will tell the systemd to wait or the amount of time that systemd will wait when the service is stopping. If it takes more than 5 seconds, then it will kill the service. Finally, install section. This will tell the systemd that when and what point this unit should run. Okay, let me clear the screen again. Now let's check other commands like list units. Initially let me stop the service. To stop the service the command is systemctl stop nginx service, and let me check the status again. So here you can see it is inactive. Now let's check some other commands like list units. The command is systemctl list units. Here you can find all the systemd units which are active and loaded. To see all the inactive and masked units, we need to add option like -all. So here you can find all the not found, inactive, dead, masked, etc. To see only inactive state unit files, then the option is -state is equals to inactive. So you can find all the inactive services. And lastly, if we delete or update or install any systemd, we need to reload the systemd process. To reload it, we use the command called systemctl daemon reload. It will reload the systemd. Unit file has states like inactive, active, failed, static, bad, masked, indirect, linked. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.